Hey, it's Brett and Coach, and today I am in Buena Park, which is just south of Uptown, exploring one of my favorite corners for some not-so-hidden treasures in Chicago. So, Buena Park is technically still a part of Uptown, just its southernmost neighborhood, and it is just north of Wrigleyville. People say it's the exact midway point between Uptown and Lakeview, but this isn't a neighborhood just to gloss over. Even though it isn't as populated as other neighborhoods, it does have a good amount of breathing room, and it has a good amount of cultural diversity too. And my first stop today here in Buena Park is Klein's Bakery to get some coffee, probably more of a chai tea instead of coffee today, but probably grabbing some sort of delicious pastry too. Klein's Bakery is actually a Venezuelan bakery owned by two sisters and always had a dream of opening a store like this to sell delicious pastries that they learned to make from their abuela. As you walk in, you are immediately met with an extensive menu as well as plenty of locals hanging out, and this is the spot to really be in the neighborhood. But make sure you take the time to view all of their desserts because there is plenty, as well as some savory options too, to meet all of your breakfast and sweet tooth needs. But if there's something that you don't see, I know that they do custom cakes and bakery items. Just place your order 48 hours in advance. But if coffee is more of your speed, they have plenty of that, which you can watch them make right in front of you. This Nutella-filled croissant really caught my eye, and I was in the mood for a chai latte, so I got that iced, and it was delicious. And even if my fingers were covered in powdered sugar, it was well worth it. And Klein's Bakery was very busy today, so I didn't film too much. The line was constantly a good 6-7 people deep, but it moved very quickly though. They did not skimp on the Nutella in that croissant. There was plenty of it, almost too much, and as somebody who loves Nutella, as I have it all over my face, it was a good amount. Maybe even needed a little less, but the croissant was well done. My drink, iced chai without, good spice blend on it, creamy. I feel like it was a good value. Otherwise, I didn't stay too long just because I wanted to free up tables because people were just kind of waiting around, and there were plenty of orders coming in via online, so just wanted to keep moving. It was fun to check out for sure. And if you want to learn more about Klein's, I put their link to their website in the description. So going immediately from breakfast to lunch, let's check out North Buena Deli and Wine. And North Buena Deli and Wine is definitely a local favorite of mine, as well as a bunch of people in Buena Park, in which they say the key to their success is pretty simple. Just provide quality food that's consistent, that tastes great every time. But let's actually head inside so I can grab some lunch and browse what they have to drink. The store is always well stocked, and it has a quaint little seating area if you wanted to dine in with your sandwich, and customers get complimentary coffee. I headed to the deli counter to place my sandwich order before stepping into the aisles to start browsing. They do have a separate section for wine that is very extensive and covers all types. But don't worry, they do have liquor as well, like the Chicago staple, Malort. But if that's not your vibe, they do have plenty of options. Or if you don't have time to run across the street to Klein's, they got you covered with plenty of baked goods too. North Buena Deli is really good at hitting multiple price points, so you can find anything to fit your budget. And don't forget to peek at the cooler, but my name is being called because my sandwich is ready. Which all the meat and cheese is cut to order, and I got the chipotle chicken, just hold the tomatoes, but anything that you pick is gonna be good. And I'll say the sandwich looks good, as expected. But here's an actual cross section showing off the chicken, Havarti cheese, with lettuce, red onions, mayo, and chipotle sauce. But the only other thing I have to say about the sandwich is, now that's a sandwich. I scarfed down one half, but I decided to take a moment to pause and keep browsing the wine from my table. And I do appreciate that North Buena Deli actually takes the time to explain what food pairings work with each wine, and that they actually have some seating in store so you can take a moment, breathe, and really enjoy the neighborhood and people watch. I think the sandwich is winning currently. But don't worry, I dived into my second half and I came out victorious. But with only lettuce remaining of my sandwich, it was time to head out and head back home. And that was North Buena Deli and Wine. I did browse the alcohol section just because they do have an interesting mix of specialty things and a lot of local Chicago
breweries, distilleries, wineries, all that sort of thing too. So it does strike a really good balance. It was a little quieter in there today, which was a little surprising compared to the other times that I've been there. A couple other people getting sandwiches, but it was nice to have a little bit of a lunch to myself. And they always do really good. The sandwiches are always top notch. That's my go-to sandwich usually, and the employees are also always super friendly. It does make it hard when there is music playing, but their music selection, amazing. It's like the top 40s hits of 2016, which is like peak high school me. So always love the music there as well. But I will say thank you so much for joining me on my little breakfast lunch excursion here in Buena Park. And until next time, this has been Brett and Coach, and I will see you in Coach.
And before I let you go officially for this video outro, always remember to shop local because it always makes a huge difference, especially here in Chicago. Supporting small businesses like Klein's and Buena Deli really helps our community grow and thrive. So the next time you're out, consider spending your dollars where it counts at your favorite local shops, and these are just two of mine. But until next time, keep it going and keep supporting Chicago's community, or whatever local community you're a part of.